squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I've been so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Hey, Charlie. They go.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On second down, Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Bring it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
And this one is right through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Go. 49, check 49, check 49. Watch the edge. You're out. Big grip.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Protein spill.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Set 90 Wolf.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Mike 22. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Mike 22 is hot. 5.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And that's caught by Smith. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
On the ready.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Greystone, travel. Bravo. Back, gone.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Hit it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to loft one. Deep looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mahomes firing complete, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football. That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Rock it. Shoot.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. First down, and they stick with Eckler. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6. He'll get this to Eckler. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some.
Break. Check. 59. Hey, Sam off. 80 weapon. Jim. Watch out. Tighten up. Big rip.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Check three. Look. Squeeze. Kill. Turn up.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a fourth down. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. This one from 35 yards away. Kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Got it.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's Eckler again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Hey, Orbit. Hey! Ready?
He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's checking.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and this is caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Hey, 43, 15. Check line. Hey, watch it. Slam.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throwing to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On the ground, it's Eckler. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Like 22.
Back to throw here. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 13. And an alley to run. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Here is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry the...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
These guys take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That's it, baby.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
Yellow. There's a water, right?
It's our field.
Hey, color.
Field.
Yellow. Finish the game. Finish the game.
Sure. Watch the safety.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a handoff looking right. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Chiefs, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist.